Hello everyone, hope that you're good, and we have the information for the Max Out finale event, the final event of the Max Out season, rounding out November before we head into December with a brand new season. Let's see what's in store for us. It's going to be expensive. We already knew the raid boss rotation for the final section of November, but now with that poster you can see Galarian Corsola is going to be introduced, and we'll talk about how that's going to be done. But we have Regieleki and Regidrago as well as Zacian and Zamazenta returning, and this event actually begins on the 27th of November at 10 AM your local time. And it is a very short one because it concludes on December the 1st at 8 PM your local time. So really short, sharp event, to be honest. The event bonuses are somewhat reminiscent of the whole Into the Wild and the Go Wild area. So an additional 5,000 XP for winning a raid battle, and half egg distance during the course of the event if you place eggs in incubators. And finally, the remote raid pass limit will be set to 10 raids rather than 5 during this window of time. It was on the poster. The Pokemon debut is Galarian Corsola, which has a shiny potential, people. So shiny introduction straight off the bat, and it is in 7-kilometer eggs. So an egg-locked mon from Galar, and you can actually evolve it straight up to Cursola, I believe it is. 50 candy to evolve it to get it to its final stage. The wild encounters are quite minimal compared to what we've had over the course of the last season. So wild spawns, Grookey, Scorbunny and Sobble are back. Still can't be shiny, of course, but we have Squovet, Wooloo and Phalanx in the wild. All three of those can be shiny, and some trainers may even encounter Hatena, in case you missed it during the Psychic Spectacular all those weeks ago. The raids is where it gets very clustered, shall we say. So 1 stars are the Generation 8 starters of Grookey, Sobble and Scorbunny. I know doing those out of order. 3 stars are Galarian, Weezing and Phalanx. Both of those have a shiny potential. Interestingly, the 5 stars, Zacian and Zamazenta, of course, can be shiny, but Regieleki and Regidrago are brand new shiny legendaries to Pokemon GO. Finally, they're not the best shinies in the world, but they are brand new to the game. And finally, if you want to burn your pass on something completely irrelevant, there is Mega Altaria in the Mega Raids. The eggs for this event are very Galar focused, of course, as they have been throughout the entire season, so the listing is like this, but the good news is everything can be shiny, and everything that's been in these eggs is perma boosted, by the way. Galarian Meowth, Galarian Ponyta, Galarian Slowpoke, Galarian Farfetch'd, Galarian Corsola, Galarian Zigzagoon, Galarian Darumaka, Galarian Yamask, and finally Galarian Stunfisk. Some of those Pokemon are actually very good in the game. My eye is always on Galarian Darumaka, but Galarian Corsola would be rather nice to pick up. The field research tasks are kind of non-specific, so they just say you're going to be getting Stardust and some event-themed Pokemon, so that's probably the wild encounters. I would say the field research tasks are probably going to be pretty lackluster if there's no listing. So leave them as you are. Now this is where it gets a bit scary, people. So paid research for $5 or the equivalent in your local currency, you'll be able to access this event-exclusive timed research. It's another paid ticket. Timed research rewards include the following: encounters with event-themed Pokemon, and an event-themed avatar pose, which I hope it's animated because it doesn't seem to do anything, really. You must claim these rewards because they're timed, of course. Claim them before 8 PM on December the 1st, otherwise you're going to lose them. And this is where it gets really scary and expensive, as there is an event-exclusive ticket. Not enough there's one paid ticket, there is a second for $10, or the equivalent in your local currency, people. And if you purchase this ticket, you'll get the following bonuses: 5 additional raid passes from spinning photo discs at gyms every day of the event, so that does monetarily work out. 5,000 additional XP awarded for completing raid battles. That is on top of the additional 5 standard from the bonuses anyway, so you actually get 10,000 XP if you get this ticket per raid. 3 additional candy for catching Pokemon in 5-star raid battles, and 1 additional candy XL for catching Pokemon in 5-star raid battles. So very raid focused on that ticket. And a little note here is the ticket is only going to be available until 8 PM on November the 30th, your local time. That's key. Collection challenges, there are going to be some that will reward you with XP, silver pineapples, and some rare candy. It's resources, I guess, they're free. There are showcases and web store bundles. So that is the final event of the Max Out season. And let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comments below, because I'm going to give like a 2-minute, 3-minute kind of thing of what I think about this event. First of all, the good. It's really nice to have 3 brand new Pokemon / shinies into the game. Galarian Corsola was very much a miss in the whole Galar kind of regional variant thing, so great to see it coming into the game with a shiny potential, and we can evolve it. Hopefully no tricks and faffing around with evolving it, like catch 6 Pokemon while standing on your head. Regieleki and Regidrago, anybody who's already got their Zacian and Zamazenta sorted, those new shinies will keep us entertained, and it's always a nice way to wrap up the season and have kind of a collective thing of what's been happening. So we've got some of the Pokemon returning, a chance to finally get some more Gen A starter candy, because I'm fairly confident through the month of December we won't be finding the Generation 8 Pokemon as frequently as we have done this season. Also, don't forget, this season will end, and that means the guaranteed XL candy while trading is going to disappear as well. So if you want to get some extra XL candy, make sure you do your trades before the season is concluded. However, the bad, and it's basically money focused, I'm all for some paid ticket content, like that's kind of how events go. You're not required to buy the ticket because it's just additional things. There isn't anything locked behind a paywall, as it were. But we're just coming off the back of the Go Wild Area global event itself. That ticket was $12. Then we've had the Into the Wild event, which had 2 extra tickets included in it, with $5 per ticket for the raids and eggs. And there's apparently another ticket for the Go Safari balls, which give you extra Go Safari balls for $2 in the Go Wild area. And then there's a $5 and a $10 ticket on top of all of that. So in the last 2 weeks of the game, if you maxed out on everything, and obviously you're not obliged or obligated to do so, you can play the game as you will. But if you were to buy everything available to you, it almost comes to $40, $39 or $38 I believe, if you buy and include the $2 Go Safari ball ticket that's floating around the internet at the moment. $40 in 2 weeks, not including the remote passes, the incubators and everything that they have drained us of, probably through the Go Wild area event because of Toxel being in 10Ks, and of course Origin, Dialga and Palkia, plus G-Max Toxtricity and Dynamax Toxtricity. All of those were very heavy paid features. And we've also had the Into the Wild event that's happening as I'm recording this. People are remote gaming because there's 20 remote raids per day, and then there'll be no remote raid cap for the Origin forms and soon the Primal forms on this weekend. So to suddenly have yet more paid content for raids, it's a bit like, come on, there could have been something a bit more free, perhaps. I don't know, add another Generation 8 Pokemon into the wild that was free and available. Yeah, I know Galarian Corsola is the brand new Pokemon in 7km eggs, but 7km eggs, don't forget, A, you're limited, B, you have to buy the incubators if you want to do more than 1 infinite incubator per time, C, there's no telling at the moment how rare Galarian Corsola is going to be. So that's that event in a whole. As I said, let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comments below. To be honest, I'm quite excited to give a bash at these raids and the egg game. I'll be doing that, of course, for the sake of the content and everything and seeing what we can get. But I'm aware it is very expensive and not everybody has the means to partake in paid events constantly. So I'm hoping December starts off cheap. Begin cheap because Christmas season's coming in. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more news or Pokemon Go content, hit that subscribe button down below, and of course, massive thanks to the Patreon squad as well, whom without, we would not be able to bring you such news, event stuff, or live event content, or live streams like we would have been doing later this evening for Nihilego and through the rest of this week. Thank you so very much to every single person on the rolling credits there. You really are awesome people, and I am truly humbled by your support. And if you did indeed like what you saw here, go and check out one of the 2 bits of the content on the screen right there. And why not say it now? If you want to join for Tapu Koko's Raid Hour that is happening tomorrow, we'll be live streaming at 6 PM GMT. Comment below this video with your in-game name and your friend code. And of course, we've got the Origin forms coming later in the week. But I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you all in the next one. Do take care.